The stereotype before I come to Russia was really bad.
Bro, next time if I see Elon Musk, I'm going to ask him, bro, go to Malaysia first, then Mars.
What is okay, education is important, right? We have to educate ourselves. But we should not.
So yeah, we can start. So basically this is our first podcast, our first time doing this. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me as well. Yeah, even though it's my podcast, you're having me. Okay, anyway.
You guys, man.
Alright, anyway, that's our short, funny introduction.
Yeah.
So this is literally our first time doing the podcast, and then I'm very excited, really excited. So are they? They look excited. So I'm going to tell a little bit about myself. My name is Nakyuddin Hadi. I'm from Malaysia. I think so far that's my introduction for now. What about you?
Hi everyone, my name is Abdullah. I'm second year student. I'm studying here. I come from Tajikistan.
Hi guys, actually my name is Prashant. I'm from India, and I actually basically, according to my profession, I'm a linguist, and I'm doing my master in Russia as well as my friends.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't tell what I'm studying. I'm also studying master. We are all studying in the same university in Safu.
Yeah.
I'm studying in ecology and also resource management. But I'm studying in English. But these two guys is studying in Russian. Prashant here is studying in Russian. Abdullah obviously is studying in Russian. So yeah, of course, for me, studying in English, who's already know English as my third language, it's not that hard compared to them. So okay, let's go straight to this, studying in Russian. Let's go to you, Prashant, because from India, in Russian, studying in Russian, магистратура. Как твое мнение, твое настроение?
Как сказать? Ну, я сначала хочу говорить что-то на русском. Ну, вы знаете, мой русский не очень хорошо.
Не стесняйся, брат.
Да, но, как сказать, Россия, мой третий страна, где я получаю образование. Мое первое образование я получил в Индии, а второе в Китае, и сейчас третий в России. Но, как сказать, let's come back to English. Each country has their own education system, and we must follow that. But yeah, definitely it's different from our country as well as from China. And because I just studied Russian for 1 year, so most of the times I have to face problem, especially with languages. While I'm presenting my presentation in Russian, or I have to talk about some topic in Russian, I do face problem because language barrier always come between me and my subject.
Yeah, of course, the struggle in language, especially in another country with a new language. So I'm curious about your struggle in language. I understand, we all understand, but how do you overcome the struggle in studying Russian? What did you do? Or maybe are you still struggling? You can tell a little bit about it.
No, actually, being honest, I do have problem, but because being a linguist, I have some experience working as a language expert and interpreter translator. So I always follow on the points. the key points in each thing. And actually, being honest, I'm also a lazy guy.
Everyone is the same. Look at him. Look at him. He looks lazy.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm reading.
No, sometimes it is, because right now I was doing my classes, homework, so it is very hard because it is in Russian, even though I understand Russian language. But for me, it is very hard when I read the task and homework. It's pretty hard for me to write it back, answer the questions. So, as all of we use technology and searching engines, especially AI, so it helps me a lot to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that we know a little bit, I mean, you guys know a little bit about what are we doing here. What are
But
we
actually, I
studying.
didn't say the main thing.
What is
Or
it?
interrupt.
It's okay.
I mean, so this is the thing. I mean, I'm a lazy guy, and I find the easiest way to, easiest way to do my things. And actually, anyway, like I manage. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very good thing if you manage it.
Yeah, we all men
Yeah.
have to manage it. Yeah, not to be sexist, just a joke, guys. Just a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like now you know a little bit about what we're doing, what are we studying. So I'm going to go back to you because we're from a country that don't вообще не говорит по-русски.
Yeah.
So you're from Tajikistan. Like Russian is your second language. What is your struggle, my brother?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want
In terms of language, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should reply in English or in Russian. What do you think?
Как хочешь, брат.
Okay. For me, like speaking in Russian language, it's not like hard even from the beginning. So when I came here, it was easy to communicate with people. But when I turned to university, like I was studying with native speakers, it's like ridiculous for me. Like I don't understand anything because it's academic Russian, so it's pretty hard to understand to the Russian academic educational system. So it was hard really. Till now, I have some barriers, but thanks to God, like after a year, it became like easier. So I'm doing it. So that's it. I hope that I can do it better soon when my second year will be finished. Right now I'm doing my second year. So I didn't say like my major, my program is linguist. For current time, I'm studying English and German.
English and German. Yeah. So like I'm interested and curious, you know, like just stating my opinion. You know, for you as a guy from Tajikistan, I mean, who can speak Russian. Like for you coming to Russia, hearing native Russian speaking Russian is hard for you. Imagine both of us, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really hard for
Yeah.
For you
So
guys, but-
like, I mean, like seriously, like this is my mindset. You know, we're talking about language here. So my mindset is just like the key to learn a new language or to get familiar with new language is just be confident. Like it doesn't matter if you're learning Chinese, Arabic, Russian. Like of course we all start from somewhere. Like it's not like we have desire to learn the language and suddenly we know how to speak it. Of course not. We start from zero. We start slowly. So in order for you to speed up the process of learning a language, in my opinion, generally, is to start speaking without feeling shy. Even though you have grammatical error, you don't know vocabulary yet, just try speaking it. Because, like, seriously, English is my third language, even though in Malaysia it's second language. But when I was 16 years old, everyone around me can already speak English except me. Because during school, I was very stupid. I'm not a good student, basically. I won't tell too much details about what I did back in my school time, but basically I'm trying to say I'm not a good student. I don't know English, вообще. So like I start taking English seriously when I was 16, 17. I work hard, and the key point that I'm trying to say is to start speaking with English speaking person. So I keep speaking without caring about my grammar, about what people think about how I pronounce a word. Just start speaking. Like I don't care about what people think about my English. And at the end of the day, now I'm speaking English like this. Of course, it's not perfect, but at least I can confidently say.
You are very fluent in it.
Yeah, and the same thing I can say about Russian as well. Of course, Russian is my fourth language, and it's obviously my English is much better than Russian, but I can confidently say like I'm comfortable speaking Russian. Even though I know I still have some mistakes, some grammar mistake. I don't know some words. Sometimes when people are speaking fast, I don't understand. But that's the learning process, you know. Like I said, we all start from zero. The main important thing is like what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is like just speak the language, and then you become better and better and better, and it speed up the process of learning the language. That's what my genuine opinion about learning a language. Yeah.
Agree.
really, like, I agree with your opinion.
Thank you.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt. I also want to add some
No,
points.
it's okay, I'm finished.
As a Tajik student, when I was back in our country, learning English, I started like from 4th grade back in middle school. So I was participating in different Olympiads, only language, I mean English. So it motivated me. Also, parents were the source of motivation for me, especially my father, to learn the foreign language. He always forced me. So I learned it. English actually is my third language, but I prefer to speak in English. And I speak better in English compared to Russian. But the level of my understanding in Russian and English is the same.
I see. Yeah. Sometimes I'm pissed off with this guy. I don't like this guy, you know, because like I'm trying to hang out with him to practice my Russian, but he speaks English always. Постоянно говорит по-английски. So like, I'm kidding, but yeah, he's like that. Yeah, but I'm really proud of him, you know, because I remember when I first met him in first dormitory in our university. His English was already good, but not good like now, like right now, because like he still speak like slowly. Sometimes he choose some words that I don't understand. Like, what are you saying? Like, but I can see like he's trying to speak English. I hang out with him in his room, and right now he speaks like clearly. I can understand him 100%. Like before, maybe 60%. Yeah. Yeah. What about like because like also my friend here, Prashant, obviously we can't forget. You told us you study in China, and then I mean both of us like we know you. You speak good Chinese, so like tell us the process. I mean like Indian speak Chinese, learning in Russian, like what's wrong with you?
What is the connection between these countries? I mean, like, long story short, I'm very into languages since my childhood. I mean, when I was like 17 or something, no, maybe less than 17, I was 16 maybe. Like, just I finished my, I think, college. And after that, like, I was choosing, you know, like a field, like which should I can go for. I mean, any profession, like, cause after college, a lot of students, they are confused what they have to do in their future. So I was interested in languages, so I thought like, why I don't go for languages. So I wanted to learn Spanish before, but one of my teachers, he advised me to not learn Spanish, because if you see from the perspective of economy and your future growth, then to be honest, like Spanish doesn't have much opportunities because of the the not very good at doing in economy, and even though like a lot of Latin American countries also speak Spanish, but so I just changed my mind, and according to his advice, I started to learn Chinese, because he suggested me to like learn Chinese or Japanese, because he said like to me like Asian languages are gonna give you more opportunity in the future than Europeans.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, it's already been like 13 years, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy that like give you advice to learn Chinese, like it was a really good advice.
Yes.
And yeah, because like seriously, me from Malaysia, like we're a multiracial country, and the main race in Malaysia is Malay, Chinese, and Indian. And like how to say, like after I finished my bachelor's degree, obviously I tried to search a job. I mean, like I already got a job even before I graduated, because that's who I am. I don't want to waste my time. I want to get a job immediately. But what I'm trying to say, like in the process of searching for jobs, I was so shocked that every job description, they have this requirement. If you speak Mandarin, Chinese, they'll give you higher salary. Like even though I'm living in Malaysia, but this thing I can see in every post of job description. It's pissing me off. Like, why don't I learn Chinese? But like, it's okay, I understand, because like as you said, like your friend said, suggested to you to learn Mandarin or Chinese, like because like China, like conquering the world economy right now. So it makes sense for us to learn Chinese and work in a Chinese company and
Yes, yes.
get good money
I
and
mean,
stuff.
like, yeah, they give you good wages, and especially if you're a foreigner. And because I have been to your country back in 2018,
Yeah.
and as I told you, for me there was no language barrier in Malaysia, no language barrier. Whether if people they're not speaking English, I could go for Chinese. And if somebody's not speaking in Chinese, then I could go for English. Yeah, even like I met some Indians there, like they are actually Malaysian Indians. They have been migrated maybe I don't know 100 years ago or something like that. So even the food was good. I mean, like I have been to a few countries in my life, but like what I realized, like the same thing happened in Dubai, but also in Malaysia. Like you see the diversity very well. Like there are so many people from different nationalities, different race, ethnicity, and they are living together in peace. Like I was lucky that time. Like when I was traveling to Malaysia at that time, you guys celebrate your I think Republic Day or Independence Day of Malaysia. So like I saw like people, I saw the parade in Kuala Lumpur, and people from like they had a different type of like different gesture. I mean like different appearance, different ethnicity, languages. But everybody was together. They were participating in parade, and it seemed like they were so proud to be Malaysian. Yeah, I like this thing.
Yeah, even me as a Malaysian, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I'm also happy like to be in your conversation, guys, to listen to your experiences, what you share. I'm really lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky to have you too.
It was like you said, it's really true. Like because now I come to Russia and compare it to Malaysia. Of course, like we all are biased toward our hometown, our home place. Like you like India more than Russia, I like Malaysia more than Russia, and you like Tajikistan more than Russia. Of course, like we all love our home, our motherland. Yeah. But let's shift the topic to Russia. Now that I'm already living here for more than a year, seriously, I'm going to be honest with all of you guys. The stereotype before I come to Russia was really bad. Not like worse, but bad. Not good. Yeah, like they're saying, I won't say specifically what is it. Like Russian people are like this. They're like this, and then but it didn't stop me to come to Russia. You know why? Because I'm the kind of person if I heard about something, I have to see it for myself if it's true or not. Because I can't listen to other people. Because as we can see, in the media, especially like people lied about this country or what country. I won't go too deep into this conversation because it's deep. But what I'm trying to say is once I come to Russia, the stereotype, the thing that people say about Russian people is exactly opposite as what rumors about. So this is what I like in life, finding out the truth for ourselves. Because once I found out the truth from my own eyes that these kind of things is not true, even though a lot of people are speaking about it, it really opened my eyes and perspective. Like we have to explore life. Really, we have to explore life because we cannot be controlled by people saying around us. Yeah. Because once we surrender towards people's opinion, it's restricting us towards going here, doing this, doing that is really restricting. But once we discover something from false to truth, it really makes me I want to do it again. Maybe now I'm in Russia, so I feel really happy. I'm at least I know life more than I know before. So what I'm trying to say is it's really fun living like this, and I want to keep doing this. Keep exploring life in terms of places, people, culture, diversity, religion, or whatever. Life, this is life. Life is meant to be explored, not to just sit in one place and not knowing anything. So this is my kind of life that I wanted. So
actually I really like your last point which you added. I mean, yeah, we are human beings, and we have been migrating from this place to another place since maybe I don't know. I think I can't say which year, but yeah, we have been migrating for thousand years. So, I mean, this is our, you can say, human instinct, and we are very good at adopting in any type of environment, climate, or culture. It just take a bit of time, but we adopt. And as you mentioned, like I think you were like shocked, or you can say like your mind just got blew off, like because as you mentioned that what you were hearing about Russia back in Malaysia and what you faced here was totally different. So the same thing actually happened to me. According to our diplomatic and politic relationship with Russia is very good. Like Russia is our best friend. But no offense here, no offense here.
Don't say it to me, say it to them.
And I mean, like, no offense to everyone. I mean, like, even our audience. I mean, I was expecting, you know, like maybe people they are gonna be more friendly towards Indians because we have a good relationship and we have a good feeling for Russians, to be honest, because we think they are our best friends. So, but what I realized, the thing was not that, you know, like strong. But I don't say like they don't like us or whatever. No, everything is fine. But yeah, it was also kind of a thing which I was expecting to see, and it was totally, you know, opposite. So, but anyway, I have been living here for more than a year, as you do, and I have been exploring so many places. I have actually I also have many friends here, Russian friends, and they are very good to me, especially a few of them. So. I had a good experience, but yeah, this was just my kind of a shock when I came to Russia.
Cultural shock, right?
You can say a kind of a cultural shock, yeah. And sometimes when it's winter, it's too cold, man.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah. So like, I mean, the only stereotype that's true about Russia is cool. Yeah, we can't deny about that. I mean, like we're living in Arkhangelsk, like in the Arctic. Like based on the law of Russia, Arkhangelsk is actually located in the Arctic. I just learned about this like 2 months ago. Yeah, because like I remember I posted a short video on my YouTube, and then I said the caption was "Life in the Arctic," and then it was a video about me. Ну, я в остановке просто веселиться. And then some people commented, в Архангельск это не находится в Арктике. And then like, может быть он правильно, потому что я не местный человек, I don't know. And then 2 months ago, because I'm studying in ecology, and then I was learning ecological environmental law, and according to Russian law, Arkhangelsk, like именно где мы находимся, it's actually certified located in the Arctic. So I won't explain why, but you guys can read about this because it's in the Russian law. So like when I was reading it, I'm so excited. Yeah, now I can tell people I'm in the Arctic.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I mean, like not a lot of people can say I used to come to the Arctic. Not like let alone living in the Arctic. I mean, like yeah. I'm proud of myself.
Nice experience.
Nice experience.
Because we both of us, especially both of us, are from the southern part of the world.
Yeah,
me too. It's coming to. I mean, like you're also southern, but you're still like in the middle.
Yeah.
But we are from the southern part.
In the middle, so we win.
So for us, like you know, the environment is totally different, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a kind of a new experience in our life. We like it. Yeah. How about you, Abdullah?
So for me, Arkhangelsk is good because when I came, I came in August, like last year, 2022. So I've been to another city of Russia. It is in Siberia actually. It was autumn when I came, especially in the morning and in the evening. The weather gets cold, so I adopted with it. Even it was like autumn. Gradually, when education started, I came to Arkhangelsk. So it was normal. In the beginning, it was raining, and gradually, I saw like the weather got like cold, and negative 30, 35, and then it's like pretty cold. So I'm adapted with this climate. The thing which I really like in Russia, for instance, for me as a Central Asian guy, number one is the weather. Why? Because back in my country, when the season changes, we have in Tajikistan we have 4 seasons. So when the season changes, you get sick, you get flu, you get cough. But out here, in a year, once, twice, maybe 3 times, I got sick. That's it. That's it. I really appreciate and like this.
Yeah, I totally agree with you with this. How to say the weather and talking about health. Yeah. I mean, like sometimes we have kind of a little bit of cough, but because of the weather changes, then. But actually, still it's fine. I mean, actually it's fine.
I mean, for me, it's not fine.
For you, it's not fun.
Because, for me, I'm very sensitive towards the air around me, the air that I'm breathing. Because even right now, I'm coughing. I'm not sick. I'm not having a flu or something, but I'm still coughing. I'm trying to control it because we're in a podcast. But after the podcast, I'm going to cough a lot. Yeah, bro. Like seriously, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding, you know. So I keep regularly coughing, and this is not good. Yeah, but at least I'm not in this situation that I'm dying, you know. So I'm really grateful for that. And back to your point about we're talking about Russia is cool, right? So because I'm a tutor, he's also a tutor, and then whenever I help a new student, it's like, no, me tutor, который помогает студентам, которые только приехал в Россию. Like when there is a new student, if I'm not mistaken, I remembered I helped a student from Indonesia. Я помог студенту из Индонезии, из Марокко, из Йемена. And then они все говорят одинаковые. Почему так холодно в Архангельске? Я все рассказал то же самое. I said the same thing каждого to all of them. Добро пожаловать в Россию. Welcome to Russia. Yeah. Все, тему закрыт. Yeah, welcome to Russia. Russia is cool, accept it. Welcome to Russia.
No additions, right?
Yeah, because I totally agree with Nakudin what he said that if you really think about Russia even, you think about snow, you think about polar bear, brown bear, vodka. I mean for people who drinks. And no offense, but also girls. This is true. So these are the things people they have a stereotype about Russia. So if you're coming to Russia and if you say no, I don't like cold, then I think Russia is not a place for you to live. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons that I want to come to Russia also is because of
cold.
Winter, cold.
That's
Because
good.
we don't have snow in Malaysia. Obviously, I'm going to come here. People, of course, if, for example, I live in Malaysia, what about Malaysia is too common. Let's say the highest twin tower in the world is the Petronas Twin Tower. You know, because people who never saw that, they will see that and they will be like, magnificent building.
Yeah.
You know, but for me, who's working there, I work at the near Petronas Twin Tower. I saw it every day, so I was like, no,
Nothing special.
Yeah, поскольку я видел его каждый день, надоел, конечно. I got fed up. I got get bored. You know, that's the same thing about Russian people. You know, because they're born here, they know, but they already experienced 4 seasons since they're born here. They already experience snow. So for them, it's nothing. It's nothing. You know, but for us, for me, even I've already experienced snow last year, and it's coming right now. New winter, the second winter for me.
Yeah.
I still get excited. I still love snow. I still take picture and send it to my mom. I mean, because it's beautiful. Like I said, you know, when we are not born here, everything is new. Everything is an experience, and it's a special experience. And also because of the fact that I know that I'm not going to live here after I study. I don't know, maybe plan will change. We don't know the future, but for now, I don't have any planning to stay in Russia. It doesn't mean I don't like Russia. I really love Russia. I already told you guys.
Maybe you want to explore new places.
Yes, of course. Yeah, but trust me, genuinely from my heart, от души, I really love Russia. Yeah, really love Russia.
Yeah, life is short. I mean, we should not I mean, like, this is good. I mean, like, if you definitely we like some places, but it doesn't mean that we have to be there entire whole life. It's just as an example, like, we do love our motherland, and to be honest, like, I have been, you know, like moving around from here to there, you know, like since 2011, and like it's a very like few time like a short time that I spend back in my country within 12 or 13 years. So, but I still like my hometown. But as I say, like we are human beings, you know, we gotta see so many things which we are not gonna see just being in our, say birthplace or our motherland. So we gotta explore it, and definitely we do like Russia, but it doesn't mean that we have to stay here entire whole life. We gotta go and see and experience something new. But there's so many countries out there. There's so many different cultures, languages, lifestyle. Even you can say the climate, environment, experience, so many things. So, and I think that even the whole life is not enough for that. Really.
Yeah. I mean, to put it into perspective, let's say, like, to put it into perspective, like in Indonesia, there's at least 100,000 islands. So if you dedicated your life every day to visit one island, like let's say you live for 60 years, 70 years, you won't have enough time to visit all of the island. In Indonesia, we're talking about one country.
Yes.
Imagine the whole world. So to put it into perspective, so like life is short. Explore things that you want to as much as you can. Yeah, because life is short, and
you never know we're gonna leave this world. This is harsh truth. A lot of people didn't accept it, but this is true. We gotta accept it.
Yeah, even though like the perspective that I gave, maybe it sounds scary, maybe it sounds sad,
but
but at the same time it's beautiful as well, because we never run out of option to explore the world. Like even if we think like we already explored enough world, like let's say you've already been to all country in the world. No, you don't, because like country is just a place where it has been decided by the world. Let's say the border,
the territory,
the territory, the border is set by the people who won the war. But if we're talking about like places, like literally places that we have to explore, like no, you have no idea.
Yeah, I think our entire life is not enough for that.
Yeah.
Our entire life is not enough for that.
Yeah.
Then because if you go to a country, the big country, the small country, if you visit each and every places of these countries, I think now time is not enough.
Yeah.
Time is not enough.
Yeah. I mean, like that's why, like, I mean, we haven't explored enough of our Earth, and now Elon Musk wants to go to Mars.
This is funny, like Mars and Moon, and like, okay, this is good. If you see this thing according to science, then I mean, like we are humans, and we have this, you can say, the instinct that we are so curious. So our curiosity makes us to do so many things, experiment, exploration, and blah blah blah, and sometimes something which turn into bad things as well.
Yeah, next time, bro, next time if I see Elon Musk, I'm going to like ask him, bro, go to Malaysia first, then Mars.
Yeah, because it's not also from M.
See, Malaysia, Mars, makes sense.
Or maybe launch the rocket from
Yeah.
Malaysia.
Elon Musk, if you're watching this, come to Malaysia first, then go to Mars. I don't care, you want to go to Mars, Jupiter, the sun even. Come to Malaysia
No,
first.
he's gonna be burned. He's gonna go to sun. Oh my god.
Yeah. So Elon Musk, I'm watching you. I mean,
All
like,
of us were watching you.
so like talking about space exploration, like I mean, we all know about SpaceX, NASA, just out of topic a little bit from Russia. Like I'm really impressed of what India has been doing in space exploration. I mean, recently they landed a spaceship right in the moon, where no space has ever landed before.
Yes. The south, I think the south pole of moon.
Yeah.
Southern pole. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's
Congrats.
amazing.
Thank you, brothers. Actually, I think if you have no information about our space agency, I mean, like our space agency called by ISRO. It's like, I think I don't really remember. Like Indira Gandhi, something like space research organization, something like that. Or ISRO, Indian Space research organization, ISRO.
Okay.
So it's located in the southern part of the of India, which is located, I think, in Hyderabad. There's one city called Hyderabad, and I think I can be sure that ISRO is one of the cheapest space agency in the world. I mean, like, we have been helping, especially countries, small countries, who don't have, you know, like, their own space agency. We help them to send their rockets, satellites, and you know, and we do it in the cheapest way and much faster way. Yeah, like few years ago, like I think, I don't know how many. If I'm not right, then forgive me, guys. I mean, it was like maybe more than 100 rockets we launched in one day, and it was
one day.
Yeah, it was not only Indian rockets. It was Canadian, Saudi Arabian, some, I think, Asian, Vietnamese, Chinese, not Chinese, Malaysian, and all, Philippines also, I think. So we help so many countries. So yeah, this is the ISRO is really doing very good. And as we say, like, we have one phrase that doesn't matter nationality, ethnicity, or religion, we are family. Okay, so we have to grow together. I mean, like, if we can help something which comes under our scope, we are happy to help. So that's why, like, ISRO, I never visited actually this agency. I have just passed by. I've seen it from outside. But I'm also, like, looking forward to visit this place in the future. If I have opportunity, and I will update you guys what I really found out there.
Why not?
Yeah, I want to visit the moon for one day.
No, this is a nice dream. I mean, like, we must have such kind of a goal, and
Such kind of goal. Yeah.
which is really out of our scope, and we have to push ourselves together.
I got a question. Like, if someone wants to go to moon, like, for how long they are planning to stay? Like,
I mean, you want to go to the moon, right? Yeah, just put it in Yandex Go.
And you will like hire you know, a taxi, and taxi will fly actually.
Yeah.
because
Directly.
Russia also has spaceship. It launches from itself or maybe from Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
You know, back before I knew that it was from Kazakhstan, like first launch. So we can also do it here, I think, at the Russian space agency.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'm not good at science, but you know, and I just observed something.
Yeah, like you said, like, yeah, there is one places in Kazakhstan used to be. Is it Russian? Like,
Yes.
still Russian place to build rockets and everything. space.
Right now, it is. I think it is Kazakh people.
Yeah, because I made a video where I talked to Russian people, Kazakh girl on Omegle, on Omi TV. I'm sorry, and she's living there, and she told me, like, at her place there's nothing special except there is a
Space
space.
agency.
Yeah, space place. I don't know what to call it, like space
Agency
place.
maybe.
Yeah. So, like, now I remember. So, like, if you guys haven't watched the video, go and watch it right now. You know? Yeah. So yeah. Indian, they're really good in space exploration. Russia, obviously, America, of course.
Also, China is also competing.
Of course, yeah, China. We can't forget about them.
China.
Yeah.
Why in our conversation all the time we have to include China as well? And there's nobody from China. But the thing is that we can't deny the truth. And as I've already mentioned, if you really know Chinese, it's a very good opportunity for you to have a, you know, like, a better job, good wages. I mean, salary. So yeah, I mean, like, I have been also doing it, and I have worked as a language expert, and I have, I think, more than 5 years of experience in it. So yeah, I mean, it was very nice. Experience.
So I wanna move on. Let's move on to another conversation, and I really want to know this from both of you. You know, like, what things that you can compare, maybe with your own country or maybe another country. In your case, Tajikistan, because you already been to Russia, right? Like me.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you like in Russia more than your own country? Yeah. Forget about what you like in Tajikistan more than Russia. I'm asking about what do you like in Russia more than your own home country. Like maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe food, maybe people, maybe the internet, maybe the education system. Like let's start with you.
No, I would like to start like in the end, really.
In the end,
I mean, like
You wanna listen to
after
us?
you.
Ah,
Yeah.
he's a smart guy, yeah?
I have to. That's
Okay.
why I'm sad.
okay, listen to adult first.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
let's
start
start.
with you.
Oh, you gotta start with the oldest one, huh? Okay, then.
From experience.
How to say? If I think about Russia, definitely because I also like winter. That's why I chose the northern part of Russia. Definitely like it's the weather. Even though it's cold, it's too cold sometimes. Even though you don't want to go out, but still I enjoy living in a cold place. And I think this is the thing I like most about Arkhangelsk, especially the weather. And in summer, we have like this white night, which is also very, like amazing experience, which I was never going to have if I was not going to come to the northern part of the world. So these two things, I think really it just amazed me living in Arkhangelsk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, like the first thing that popped in my mind is the new experience. Like any new experience for me, because like I said, I'm the kind of person who likes to explore. And like for me, like any new things that comes to me, like anything about culture, diversity, getting to know like new friends, new people is really how to say, really makes my heart happy, So because my question was, what do I like? What do we like? More than back in my home country. Like, of course, like I can do this in Malaysia, but comparing with Russia right now, like I think I've been doing like exploring new things in Russia in this year alone more than I explore my own country. Like getting to know new experience, receiving new experience. Like I've been receiving a lot of new experience, unique experience in Russia in 1 year alone. More than my
Entire of your life in Malaysia?
23 years in Malaysia.
Oh my god, it's really like kind of a surprising.
Yeah. So
I mean,
so yeah, maybe because like it's because of the overwhelming
situation.
atmosphere around me. Atmosphere around me, So
Oh my god.
I want to say one thing, back in Malaysia, I was because I'm the person who like personal development. I like to develop myself. I want to say like in Malaysia, I'm really active traveler. I hike mountain, I go camping, I explore forest, and that's what I've been doing in Malaysia. Mostly is physical activity. So physical activity goes toward physical development. But in Russia, it's also development, but it's not physically, but socially. Because like back in Malaysia, I'm not a social person. Like seriously, I'm not kidding. Like I can talk in front of public people. Yes, of course, I'm a confident person. I can say confidently right now, prove that I'm a confident person. But in terms of social activities, social interaction, I'm not really good. So that's why, like I said, when I said about experience that I received in Russia more than Malaysia, I'm actually specifying about social. In terms of social aspect, that's it. But in terms of like traveling, of course, I travel more obviously in Malaysia compared to Russia. But I'm saying specifically about social aspect because I'm really thankful by living here for 1 year. My social skill has improved like drastically. Like I'm confident speaking to other people, despite the nationalities, despite the gender, despite the ages. So,
I saw that. I saw that.
So it really makes me happy because like seriously, back in Malaysia, I feel like these skills is lacking. I improve my communication skill when I work in a communication company in Malaysia, but I feel like it's not enough because communication is just like how you speak to people, but social skills is like how brave are you to speak to people, and this is what I'm lacking. So like after 1 year living here, like really my whole experience in Russia really improved my social skills, and I'm really grateful for it. And I'm grateful. Yeah.
So it
that's
means
what I'm
like you
trying
can
to
say the social intelligence.
Yeah.
Very important.
So like my answer to my own question, like why do I like more in Russia more than Malaysia, is actually the skills and experience that I gained in terms of social aspect living in Russia for more than a year. So that's my answer. Yeah, it's a very technical answer, but it's still an answer.
No, actually, you're right. Because I didn't mention this thing because it's not my first country. I mean, it's not my first foreign country where I'm living.
Mhm.
Actually, it doesn't matter where you live. If you, as soon as you leave your country, your motherland, you go to another country. Sometimes it happens with the people like who just move to another city.
Mhm.
You know what happens? It forces you to boost yourself, improve in something better.
Yeah.
And that's why even me being an Indian, when I was living in India since till like the age of 17,
Mhm.
I was also not that extrovert. I was also kind of an introvert guy. I had a problem with communicating with people. I used to get nervous and
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't even speak.
Yeah.
But living in abroad, meeting new people from different countries and cultures, it really especially my friends who were older than me, they really did encourage me, and really I learned a lot. And now I think this is who I am. I mean, this is I didn't be who I am in one day. It took me years. You can say decades.
Yeah.
So the same thing applies on Abdullah. I mean, he's the youngest one among us.
Mhm.
So I mean, as I said, as Nakudin he said, I totally agree, and this is the best way I think in our life to grow. Just go to abroad, live there, not just go for traveling. Live there for a while, experience things. It will really help you in your future.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so like you said, even what I said, we come to a new place, it will change us one way or another.
Mhm.
So if there is some changes in ourselves, especially coming to a new place, it means we're doing something right. Yeah, because
Yes.
this is the nature of human. We are meant to change.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are not meant to stay just in one box. We
Like
have
in
to-
comfort zone.
Yeah, in comfort zone, we have to discover discomfort.
Mhm.
Evolve
Get out from the
evolve
comfort
towards.
zone. Man, get out.
Yeah, this is like my motto. I
Yeah.
watched a YouTube channel named Yesterday. Even before coming to Russia, it really inspires me to get out of my comfort zone. And their motto is seek discomfort. So it really dissolve in my body to really experience the world, explore the world. So I really like them. So I recommend for you guys to check them out. So what I'm trying to say, if we change, evolve towards becoming better person, it means you're doing something right in your life. So I really encourage everyone, to do this. Seek discomfort. Go outside of your comfort zone. Find something. If you still doesn't know what to do in your life yet, that is the perfect time for you to do something. Because if you don't know anything what to do in the future, start doing something at least. Learning a new language, go to a new place. I don't know, get a girlfriend or something.
I totally agree. Actually, these days, dealing with this thing of mine also gonna change you. I mean,
Yeah. So my point is just do something that you don't usually do in your life. Just don't stay in one spot, one place, in your comfort place, not doing anything, not changing, not evolving.
Don't stop.
Change. Do something. If you don't know what to do, that's the perfect time for you to start doing something.
yes.
Yeah. So that's
Let's do it, guys. Do it together.
yeah, that's my
I
life.
have a question for you. Right now, I'm in a situation where
For him?
I'm not for you.
Oh, okay.
You're funny. So
Yeah, he is.
sometimes I feel stuck here. So what should I do?
Stuck in terms of what?
I-
Be careful
you know,
what you
like-
say.
Yeah, stuck. Yeah. It has
No.
many different meanings. Right?
Yeah.
No, because we are in the studio, so
Okay.
we're talking. I mean, in a polite way, of course. I'm studying, but apart from education, back in my country, I used to focus on myself, self-development. So I was learning languages. Apart from that, I was hanging out with different people, with foreigners, tourists, which came to my country. So out here, like in this city, I see like not that much available chances, which I had back in my country. So what should I do?
I still doesn't found where's the question.
the question is, what should I do? Like when I feel that I'm not doing anything.
You're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Why are you thinking such a way? I mean, my question also came into.
I mean, like I already said it, you know. Like, listen, like I'm not a psychology, I'm not a philosophy doctor.
Your advice.
I'm not.
Of course.
Bro, like I'm not in a position to give someone advice, but like I can say it from my experience in life. I mean, I'm only 25 years old. I don't have like a lot of experience, but at least we all have experience, you know. Like I'm saying, like mine is not enough, I think. But I can say from my 25 years of living, I already said it just now, you know, like if you feel stuck, if you don't know what to do in the future, that is actually the perfect time for you to start doing something. Because there's your problem. Because like the problem is you don't know what to do. So the answer is do something, obviously. I mean, like the equation is simple. Like 1 plus what equal to 2? 1, obviously. So yeah, that's your answer. Like don't think about you don't know the answer, because we actually do. We just actually don't want to find the answer. Like in your situation, it's really clear. Like really, like your situation. If I remember correctly, your question is I'm stuck. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You just describe your question. So like the answer is from the question itself, like what to do. The answer is do. Yeah, that's my perspective in life.
I mean, like, why you think in such a way that you're stuck? I mean, like, this is my question to you.
You know why? Because back in my country, I was studying in parallel. I was learning something. You know, I was self-developing. But out here, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm not improving.
You're not growing, you mean?
Yes, I'm not growing. I'm not doing that good back in my country.
So I think
In terms of self-development,
I think
personal growth.
in such situation, what you gotta do? Even I cannot give you any advice, but it's just my own opinion that what people usually do when they're stuck in something. I mean, he said, yeah, do something. I mean, you gotta get out of your comfort zone. But the thing is that, like, yeah, maybe you don't like the education system. I'm not sure. I'm just giving you an example. And then in such a situation, what you have to do, you have to do by yourself. I mean, if you are feeling that I'm stuck in something, then at first you have to figure out
What I'm stuck.
yeah, what I'm stuck with. And you really want to get out of it. I mean, like, you really want to grow in this sector, because see, we are human beings. I can't expect from a footballer to be a musician.
Of course.
Okay. So the same thing applies on us. I mean, like, we are okay. Multi-talenting is good. It's very good. But at least find something which you are best at. Doesn't matter communication. Doesn't matter sport. Doesn't matter, flirting. It's a joke. Don't take it. I mean, doesn't matter. It's kind of playing an instrument or being an artist. So just find this thing and work on it. Doesn't matter. Okay, you are doing your education. Maybe what you're studying. Okay, education is important, right?
Of course.
We have to educate ourselves, but it should not be the only way to grow in our life. No.
Yeah, the only reason.
Yes. I mean, like, I'm studying here, and I already mentioned that I'm a lazy guy. I'm not a very good student, to be honest. In the class, I think I'm not a very, the active student. But outside of the class, I'm quite active. So, but this makes me happy. And it really helps me to grow in our life. Because I tell you one thing, if you really think that you're stuck in the university, don't give a damn. I mean, like, in the end of the day, you have to get out
I feel like this.
from the university, and you have to live in society, and you have to deal with people who are living outside of university. Maybe like I shouldn't say that because I'm the guy like who is going to the society and coming back to the university. It's my like kind of fifth university in my life.
Wow.
So I mean, but still, so then I can how to say compare the life between being a student and being in society. Yeah. So if you are, but I exactly don't know that which you are stuck in.
Especially education.
With. So if you're in education, okay, do your things, but also focus on the thing which you think can help you in the future most. Doesn't matter it's language skill, doesn't matter it's a communication skill, doesn't matter maybe you like some kind of sport, as I mentioned already. So just focus on that thing, because Nakuddin, he's also studying here, but you see, like, he's a blogger and he does focus on it. He's dedicated to this career, you can say, like the passion. Me, I'm like dedicated to sports. I am dedicated to art, like singing and all these things. So I focus more on such things than my education. Maybe if anybody from our university gonna watch it, they're gonna hate me. But no offense. But this is true. This is true. So follow your passion. You won't find it, because do something which you like doing and make your profession. It's not my word. A lot of wise people and the great people on our planet who have lived here, they have said the same thing.
For example, the great man named Nakuddin Hadi.
Yeah, in the past, in the future, he's gonna be a great person from Malaysia. Nakuddin Hadi said something.
Thank you very much, guys, for
And one more thing, like Abdullah, listen. You know, like the fact that you're thinking about this, it shows that you actually want to improve. Because, like, see, there's people who knows they're stuck, but they don't care. They don't give a f about like their situation. The fact that you're thinking about this and you want to improve, it means like you're already improving. It's just like, don't think that you're stuck, because, like, seriously, congratulations to you, because you have this problem, you have this thought. You know, like the fact that you're thinking about this is actually a sign that you're actually progressing towards like the future, to the front. So like I said, like some people know about this, but they don't do anything about it. That's why they'll keep stuck. Yeah, but honestly, because we both know you, and we don't think you're this kind of person, because like physically you're improving, because we know we went to the gym together.
Your muscles are growing actually. Right?
Can you show it to the? Yeah, because like for example, like this guy sometimes pisses me off. You know why? Because like after he finish eating, he'll do like practicing handstand. You know, like heads down, feet up. You know, like it's not good. You know, like after eating, you cannot do that. But he does that. But what I'm trying to say is like. He can't do that before, but he can already do it right now, handstand. I mean, so it means like you're progressing physically. I mean, socially, I don't know, because
he does. Socially, also he's improving. Within a year, he improved a lot.
Yeah, but I can confidently say, because like we've been together around like most of the time, and I can say like your social skills is also improving, your communication, your English as well. I already said this before. So like you're progressing. I think like as how old are you? 19? 20.
Yeah.
Because you're that young. Because when I'm your age, like my desire to improve really burns. You know, like I want to do this. I want to become better at this. So actually, you just want more. It's not like you're stuck. It's like you're progressing, but slowly. So you want more.
Yeah,
you're hungry for more. Trust me, you're not.
It's
stuck.
good. It's good.
You're not stuck.
It's good.
It's like you want more. Maybe because you look at some people, other people like they're doing this and they're
why I can't?
Yeah, so why I can't? See, don't compare yourself with other people. Like, just do your own things, you know? Because like comparing yourself with other people is really bad and negative mentality. Because like I mean, we all three we believe in God, right? So like God, we have planned, God have planned, but God is the best planner. So trust the process and plan from God. So. Because see, you already realize you want more personal development. I mean, it's enough already. Yeah, just don't think too much that you're stuck. If you're stuck, you won't even think about this. You will not even think about it. You will not do anything.
That's it.
Yeah. So like just think in this perspective and mentality, you'll be fine with.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
we're trying to learn everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're just 20. I mean, like, when I was in the age of 20, I was like you. I was also having a normal life, simple life. So, see now where I am. I'm not saying you really have to be like me, but definitely you would be much more better after a decade. You should believe.
Yeah.
Just matter of time. Just matter of time. Yeah.
That's true.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate.
We see your, you know, like this energy, this, you know, hunger.
Yeah.
So,
That's why sometimes you eat a lot, right?
yeah, you're right. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I'm going to go to my phone and fix that camera. So in the meantime, can you give advice, Abdullah? Give advice to us. You know, from youngsters to old people. Do you have any advice for us? I'm going to go there. Can you start
Yeah.
speaking?
From youngsters to elders or elders to youngsters.
Any advice?
Do you have any advices?
Actually, why you just always like jump into me, man? I mean, like, yeah, I'm the oldest one, I'm the eldest one, but I'm not the how to say it, like the saint or a monk who can advise everything. But you already have transferred the question to me anyway.
It's okay. Like our camera is there. I'm going to change that camera. Yeah, but this camera is still going.
Yeah, so I mean, like, what was your question, Abdullah? Can you please repeat it?
No, my question. Like, do
what's
you have
your-
any advice for us two people who's older than you? Anything. Anything.
Any advice is just for you guys. What I can say is, from my own opinion, my personal as a young guy, is you're doing good right now. Just you're in the age when you don't need to be worried about so many things. Just right now, it is the age where you have to be like have fixed life. Like don't think about so many things. Even you have it or don't have it, doesn't matter. As Nakudin mentioned, like comparing yourself with others is bad. So right now you should not compare yourself in any aspect of life. Yeah, this is the thing which is, I think it's important thing. So that's it for now. Yeah, this is what I think.
Okay, so now it's turn to the oldest one. Okay, for me, like, I do agree with you, and at the same time, like, what I think that, as I always mention, you know, it's a matter of time, and life is too short. It's kind of my paid phrases. So why I always mention it, because I'm not saying that I'm really perfect and I'm really living in the present. I do have problems. I do struggle.
Of course, we all do. Yeah.
And the thing is that, like, but still we have to focus on the present. Don't think too much about future. If you're really doing the thing which you have to, you must do in the present. Don't worry, my brothers, my sisters. You will have a better future. Yeah. I mean, apart from that, like, about comparing yourself, as you mentioned, like Nakudini also have given you this advice. I mean, so yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's a water only, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No advice.
Okay, so like.
No, I mean, like, let me say something about what you said.
Okay.
That don't compare yourself, but you should compare yourself with your own self, with your past, who you were before and who you are right now. If you really think the changes, oh, you stand somewhere now which you were not able to stand before, come on, congratulations, man. You are already have improved in your life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I think like this was a really good conversation. Like it's really a good like closing topic for our podcast today, because like seriously, I genuinely think like we discussed like positive, productive things as well.
Yeah.
Well, like about life, about some other topics. You know, I'm sharing experience from you, me, and Abdullah as well. I mean, like it's really unique conversation. You're from India, I'm from Malaysia, he's from Tajik, but we can all manage to sit down together in one place in one podcast and share about our life experience. So, like I said, like I like this kind of thing, like exploring new things. And for me, like doing this podcast first time for me, it's kind of a new thing, you know.
Yes,
So I
yes.
really like it. So like this is a really good time for us to close this podcast. So like I didn't even realize it's already been 1 hour.
Wow.
Like, it's been 1 hour. Yeah, it's been 1 hour. So like see, like if we have this kind of conversation, we didn't even realize the time flies so fast. It means the conversation was really good. Yeah. So like for you guys, I hope you guys like our conversation, our podcast. So if you have any suggestion or feedback about what we should do in the future, maybe add some guests, add some comments or anything that will make us improve. Any suggestion, just please leave a comment. Or do you want us to speak another topic about a specific topic? You can also write in the comments, and we are happily going to consider your feedback, obviously. And yeah, it was a really good conversation. I really got some output from this conversation from these guys.
Me too.
Yeah. So do you guys do you have any things to say to this closing section of our podcast?
I just want to say that if you guys have enjoyed our video and really you found something that which could help you to grow in your life, then just don't forget to put like and write the comment. I mean, yeah. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.
What about you?
So, firstly, I want to say thanks for my friends, other brothers. I really appreciate your advices. So in the end, I'm also happy like to participate in this kind of podcast style, discussing topics and also maybe sharing my young advices. But the best thing which I'm getting from this conversation is I'm getting improved firstly. Secondly, I'm listening to more advices and your experiences. So thirdly, I'm thankful again. So I would say like I'm waiting for our second podcast.
All right.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm also waiting and really excited for the next podcast. Really, genuinely. So like, I really like doing this. You know? Let's do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you guys that are watching our podcast, like we're really grateful if you listen from start to finish. Like it's wow. I really appreciate it. You know, and like I really wish you all well. Thank you for watching our podcast. It has been a good conversation. Not only because of us three talking, but because of you guys also watching. So like we really appreciate you guys. And as Prashant said, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe as well. So like, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Like really again, thank you. Спасибо большое за поддержку.
In the end, I would say in Russian, ребята, давайте поставим лайк. Да. Я просто перевожу на русском. И все. Мы ждем вашей поддержки с аудиторией, но и также мы хотим сказать, что спасибо большое, если вы досмотрели видео до конца. И мы очень благодарны и ждем наш следующий подкаст. Все.
Да, может быть в будущем кто-то хочет в нашем подкасте.
Да, приходите.
Комментарии, пожалуйста,
Да.
чтобы мы узнаем, мы будем приглашать вас.
Да, конечно.
So,
Ждем вас.
So we're going to end our podcast now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next podcast, okay? Podcast!
See you!
See you! That's good.
You're gonna cover that in space, bro. You're gonna come back to that.
It's already started, right?
Yeah, it's already started.
Can you say it one more time?
That's good.
Хорошо.